Challenge Cup. Away we go, the men's eights, the final here, and on the Berkshire station we've got Brookes University, and on the Buck station Molesey Boat Club and Twickenham Rowing Club. And this is a big one which we can enjoy, the ladies challenge plate, the first eights final that we've seen. And Brookes, well, they've been so dominant in this event over the last few years, and having a look at the early stages, they look pretty intent on continuing in that vein. It's very, very level though, isn't it? Brookes here are absolutely level with Molesey Boat Club and Twickenham Rowing Club as they head past the quarter-mile mark.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Worth clarifying, the ladies' plate is not for ladies. We'll see that later on in the day. But this is for intermediate eights, the almost, very, very high level. Brookes, such a strong system. We'll talk about that further on as they're going. But Brookes on the far side there, I think they've actually pulled that up almost about half a length now over this crew on the near side from Molesey and Twickenham. Which was in the blink of an eye, because it wasn't too many strokes back, but they were dead level. And now look at it, it's gone up to beyond half a length, probably towards a length now, that lead. Well, the Brookes, I mean, they're running such a good system. They're really used to doing these big, hard sessions, lots of eights, side by side, working really hard, real power, distance per stroke, lots of information coming to the athletes. So they're really good under pressure. They're good at being side by side. And they're also good at getting away from being side by side, which is what we're seeing here. Again, just such a strong move, like you say, Tim. Once they found their rhythm, their length and their power was taken right out here past the barrier, and now into this second quarter of the race. Well, there was a danger we were going to see Brookes University A against B today in the final, but the Molesey and Twickenham boat came through the semi-final yesterday. They were on the Berkshire station yesterday and beat Brookes University B. Yeah, you're right. the Brookes B crew gave Molesey a good race yesterday. Molesey was stretched. It was about a length in the end, but it was a tough old race for them. You knew they had to really hang in there for it. So we're expecting this crew, which actually the Brookes one, it's their second best eight. They've got another eight who are better than this, who we're going to see later on in the Grand Challenge Cup. But we talked about systems earlier, and it's Richard Spratley and Henry Belhaj-Webb. Richard Spratley's been there about 30 years now. They've got such a good production line, such a good system, where, like I say, they get good information to the athletes. The athletes work hard, they really enjoy what they're doing, and it seems to be a system which just keeps bearing fruit. It's a gift that keeps giving. Well, it's ridiculous strength and depth, isn't it? And particularly this year, they're really enjoying it. And Brookes University won this event in 2019 as well, and have won it many times in recent years. So total domination in the ladies' challenge plate. 5:59 the time that they won it in last time out, so back in 2019. I think it's going to be all the racing, all the finals likely to be a little slower this time round. I think they will be slower today. Yeah, Matt Aldrich sitting in the 6th seat. He's a serial winner at Henley. He's got 4 wins in total. He specialises in this, the ladies' plate. And like you say, this might not be the fastest in terms of the clock that you'll see, but this looks like one of the best that you'll see. That there's, I mean, just everything moving well here. I mean, it's very hard to see any check on the boat. You can see the length they're coming out to. I mean, I won't profess to be a rowing coach, but this just looks as good as it gets to me. William Stewart, you can see there in the bow seat, then Matthew Rowe moving down the boat, Lenny Jenkins, Oscar Lindsay, Michael Glover, Matthew Aldridge, that just mentioned, James Atson, and in the stroke seat, just coming into the picture now, Seb Newman, and the cox, Scott Cockle. And you can see there, that's the Brookes University A boat bossing this race. And Scott Cockle in the coxing seat actually coxed at Molesey before he went on to Brookes. In fact, actually coxed 2 of the boys who he's racing up against today when they're in the junior Great Britain team. That's Theo Darlow and Mickey Dalton in that Molesey boat. Yeah, Brookes are just so strong that they've got such a good grip on this 8th race and this ladies' plate race today. Molesey and Twickenham. It's difficult, well, as you well know, Greg, having raced in the 8 in the London Games back in 2012, once you get into a good position, you
you don't see too many dramatic shifts in placings in the 8s compared to some of the smaller ones.
No, it's the singles, isn't it, where you can see a distance like this getting turned over. As we take a look there, you can see in the 7 seat Archie Drummond in a different kit. That's the Twickenham all-in-one. He was part of the GB Start programme. Big, strong athlete sitting in the 7 seat there, and then the 7 Molesey all-in-ones all around him. But yeah, no, I mean, you need something to go wrong if you're going to turn over a distance like this in an 8. And I think we know that at this level, a Brookes crew like this are too good to make a mistake from here.
And non-rowing aficionados will be wondering how come there are 7 Molesey oarsmen and then you've got the 1 Twickenham oarsman. How does that work? How does the Twickenham oarsman get invited to get involved in this?
Well, it's just down the river, Molesey close to Twickenham, and I guess athletes want to gravitate towards where they can see themselves getting in a good, strong team, getting a good, strong lineup. Some of these rowers have come back from the American universities where they've had to take a year out, joined the Molesey crew, and so they've put together this combination to race here.
Well, it's all about Brookes University once again in the Ladies' Challenge Plate as they head in front of stewards on finals day at Henley Royal Regatta. And once again, Brookes University have wrapped up the Ladies' Challenge Plate in terrific style as well. A really comfortable victory for them. And they've had to work hard, but the programme, the plan, all coming to fruition for Brookes University. Their 8s rowing, fabulous. And here come Molesey and Twickenham. As mentioned, great from them to get to the final, experiencing this. But it's all about Brookes University.
Well, this regatta may be a little bit different, but one thing stays the same. Brookes win the Ladies' Plate Challenge.
Very good.
It's great to see. Talk me through it, Matt. You've got the microphone in your hand.
Yeah.
5 Henley wins now, and the 4th in the Ladies' Plate.
Yeah, it's pretty special. No, I think the boys, everyone just sort of gathered around like we knew we had a big challenge up today. Everyone just got around getting it done, and that was really great race today.
Molesey and Twickenham brought it to you as well. Just how tough was it out there?
Yeah, it was a tricky one. Obviously, no one rolls over in their Henley final, but Scott and our cocks, Jamie, Seb and the Stearns set down a real strong rhythm. We just did what we had to do, get to A to B as fast as we could, and just kept pushing it, just kept driving ourselves on.
And I know some of you are doubling up as well, so we'll let you go now. But just how tough is today going to be?
Yeah, it's really tricky. So the middle 4 are doubling up in the visitors later against Leander. I mean, they're a really strong crew. Yeah, it's going to be a tough race, but we're 1 down. Let's just see what happens. Just enjoy it now for the rest of the day.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
well done, and good luck.
No, thank you very much.